All right, this is the second video on how to thread a sewing machine. This is probably a mid-70s Kenmore. It's again something that was pretty common, and so that's why I chose the Singer on the earlier video. I'm doing the Kenmore on this one. This is a great machine. I've had it for years. Super easy and simple to kind of do. Put your string or your bobbin on one post. There's a little knob on the top. You go around. And on my machine, in the back, on the back side, there's a little hook. I'm sorry I can't move the camera. It's a little too much just to try and do this by myself. Then there's a channel that goes across the top. And I slide my string through that. Then what you want to do is you actually come down. You have a knob and it has a couple rings. You go down and you catch, as you're going over, you catch a spring, and there's a little hook that will keep the string from going too far or falling out. Then there's a little loop, another little hook kind of. You catch that. So now we're caught on from here around these discs. We have the spring, we catch that bar, and then we want to catch this arm. And on this one, you don't have to string it through. There's a little cut. You can just kind of loop it and catch it. So now we're caught. You know, it goes down, it goes back up to the arm, it goes through this, another hook. There's another little catch to hold the string, and all of these are to help keep your string straight so that as it's feeding, it doesn't get lost or tied up on another piece. There's a little hook down here where your needle is. You catch that, and now you're held up pretty tight. And what you want to do, it's always easier to cut the tip of the string before you try and thread it. And you thread your needle. I know that looks easy I make it look easy to thread that. Somehow I've just been doing it for a while. So now you're caught up. Now when you move the machine, the thread goes down. The other part is you will have to fill the lower part of your machine at some point. Mine's full, so I'm going to show you how to do that on my machine. I have a spare, and we're going to pull that string out, and truthfully I'm just going to wind it back up so I'm not wasting a bunch. You go across this little knob deal again, but you're going to reverse everything this time, and you're going to put it on this little post. Once it's on that post, you're holding this string. You push this in, and you make sure this one, instead of twisting to unlock it, it pulls out. And then you hit the pedal, and it will start spinning up. Now, you want to be careful because obviously there's moving parts and things like that. But once this is done, and we're not going to fill the whole thing up because you want to take this piece while you're holding your string and slide it into the bobbin case. When you do, there's a little cut in the metal. You catch that and you go underneath this metal flap. And there it is. Now, it should be a little tight, not super, super tight. You take this, and on my machine, this whole piece slides off, and you open it up, and down in here, there's your main carrier. You slide this piece in, Now, I'm going to thread the sewing machine again because this is kind of an important part and it can help. And you can see how fast I just threaded this machine. And it just comes from years and years of using this particular machine. It's one of my favorites. I got it from a friend. And hope she's doing okay. So now it's all done. What I do is I actually run down, I send the needle down by hand, and you want to make sure you don't get your strings tied up. And now, if you look, I just pulled up the string from the bottom. And this is all ready to go now. And if you need a bigger base, this one's set up so I can do jeans and things. But you put your base back on, put the top on, and you're good to go. Okay? I hope this helps. If people have more questions, please let me know. I do have an older Singer sewing machine that if people would like me to show, I even think I have one, an original pedal belt fed one. So if I can help, I will. Thanks.